Hello, welcome back to another episode of Software Inc. Where in the last episode we had a brief look at how we can assign tasks to our subsidiary, and unfortunately learned that it will take a couple years for them to finish their earlier task before they will even consider working on the task we have assigned to them. Nevertheless, sometime soon we will learn how the rest of that works, because I'm still interested to see whether the task we assign to them actually ends up with the software that is in our own inventory, or whether they will manage all of it. Now let's see, Rachel Hunt, you have been showing up before. Well, we will see. In other news, I looked up when the first research happens, and that is in, I think, what was it, 87 or 88? First research is in 1988, so we still have about 4 years until then to get enough people to do the actual research, and that means programmers and designers. Unfortunately, it also means I cannot show you this feature right now, so we will have to proceed a little bit faster maybe. Now we have all of these support tasks, still work in progress, a lot of our marketing stuff, that is correct, and very little actual development. We have a game and another game and none, oh here, Star Paint and Star Travelers. Now I'm missing something else here. Star Wave, do we have a new version of Star Wave in development? No. And also Star Engine 3 should be around here somewhere. Do I not have Star Engine 3? Oh, here, Star Engine 3. Okay, so we just need to develop that and then develop a new version of the sound audio tool thingy. Like SQL. Okay, so we have not developed a SQL yet. Let's plan for that. And since Star Paint will be released by then, we can use it, or we will just use our old one. That's also fine. That and anything else? Yes, we will need a selection of operating systems for it to run on. So let's use these two for starters, and we will expand to the other ones later. This leaves us with 11.9 code units to start development. I think that's fair. And let's go develop this, yes. It would now show up down here, and we move it up to here. Pause this for the meantime and let the developers work on this. So let's see, 2 games. One is in the simulation business, which we have no reputation in, and the other is in the RPG business, where we have reputation. Our Paint will be released in October, and I made a note that we need to release the marketing for this in next month. We could also... oh no, not yet. Plan the marketing, but that will take a little while. Let's see. So this will leave us with basically earning more money, and we have to decide what to do with that money. And I figured, well, one thing we could do just for demonstration purposes is purchase another company and not make them a subsidiary, but instead integrate all of their products into our portfolio and take them over completely. This will end up with the same loss of money as we have seen when we did the subsidiary. All the money that we put into it is basically lost. So we should try it with a small one. We should also try it with a division that we do not care about, or that we would like to maybe get rid of. But we have to expect that the new one will be formed anyway. So let's say if we were to purchase this company, and they do game engine, audio tool, 2D and 3D editor, then I expect they will just the game will just create a new one of the same type. And the downside of that is that we actually, well, they pretty much get a free product to the market as soon as they are created within a very short amount of time. So if we were to repeat that process, we would end up with a lot of new companies always releasing new products immediately, and that would spam the market with products. So that's probably not what I want to do. We could, on the other hand, try to make all of them our subsidiaries, or at least in a few markets. Let's say I don't care about the game companies, but we could do all of the 2D, 3D editor companies and audio tool companies like this one, make all of these our subsidiaries. And then we would have possibly have effective control over these market segments. So that's something I'm considering doing with the money. I'm not sure. Let me know if you have any ideas of what we should do, because as mentioned before, at this point in the game we are basically free to earn as much and spend as much money on whatever we feel like. The only, well, not the only challenging part, but one of the major challenges to the game is the initial 20 million or so until you can build your first office and move out from the rented space and do your own software releases. On the subject of our own software releases, we have been doing these training developments, but I'm actually considering going for an operating system, because what I do know is that once the 3D technology is on the market, it will still take the other companies ages and ages to develop a operating supporting that. So if we had a nice basis for our, if you had a base, wait, we can already do 3D render? Never mind what I was about to say. Well, let's go back. What I wanted to say is the other companies will take ages, and if we already have a basic operating system which we could then expand into 3D rendering, that would be nice, because remember, we get about 10% off, and we also get the initial market, well, the market recognition, right? So let's see, this would give us 60% interest. This is only 90, and well, it doesn't add so much. We would need this, however. Well, I mean, we could develop a completely badass operating system, and by the way, yes, I'm aware that in the background it's all playing along. That's okay, we want to proceed. What is with these employees? Yeah, just send them home for the moment. So if we were to develop this operating system in a reasonable amount of time, and 3 years is not a reasonable amount of time, then we would have complete dominance over the 3D enabled operating systems for quite some time. Threading. Just trying to find out what I can do to reduce this number here. So this would still give us 100%. This of course is not acceptable. Well, it would be acceptable. Let's go with this. Develop our first basic operating system which has a GUI but not yet 3D capabilities. What about if we, even like this, we would have full 3D rendering, but we would not have audio, which is useful for games. Yeah, I'd say we go with, maybe actually with this, make it cheap, then we have a 26% on, yeah. I do want the audio in it. So, operating system, now we need a name for our operating system. And keeping with the naming scheme, what should we call it? Star OS, why not? I know I'm not the most creative there right now, but let's ignore that. this to development. And maybe by the time that the actually the new team, sorry, hit the desk here, the team we hired here, the newbies are back from training, they could immediately work on this operating system if we manage to design it in time. Unfortunately, I'm afraid our designers are also all on training. Is this possible? Employees, yeah, they're all in class and will be back in 2 days. Okay, fair enough. But it's May, we wanted to release the marketing for Star Paint, so let's get some release this. Let's have a look at the followers growing nicely. We have announced Star Paint, well regarded, currently being developed, cutting edge, release the video, yada yada, in October. Okay. And if we are going for October, then September, August, July, early July, we have to release the beta. Okay, and let's check, we do the printing for this, correct? Star Paint, yes, we have 750,000 copies already, nice. Let me check. Okay, we may need to take care of this today. And we're actually selling Star Engine, wow. Let's see, so this one, that's still okay. That's also doing fine. Star Paint 2 will not need any copies anymore. That's okay-ish. We're printing these, yeah, will be okay. And we're printing a couple of these to prepare for this release, yes, okay. We may need to upgrade our printing capacity soonish. But then this will get a lot worse. And in fact, I will call a courier right now to get rid of some of these boxes, because the last crate, the last pallet is filling up. Okay, there come. Oh, actually we got our first employees, never mind. Oh, but we also hire a crawler cleaner. Looks awful. Who are you and why are you walking here? Out. You are from the newbies team. And what, did you go here for a meeting or something? But you have your meeting room, right? You don't need to go there. Oh. Or maybe they just came to work, that's what they did, okay. Are they? Yes, they are assigned to this, excellent. What else do they do? I wish there was a way to navigate from here to all the tasks they have assigned. So I know they do the beta testing for this, and probably, yes, the beta testing for this, and what else? Something in support, maybe this. Yes, okay. So support for Starwave. Let's remove them from the support task. And hope they work on this more. No, that was not great. Okay. So a lot of them cannot work on beta testing Star Paint 3 for whatever reason. Let's check the newbies. Okay. Well, it's not as bad as it looks. Let's up this to 50. Oh no, 35 is okay. Still gives us a decently high average skill set. We could theoretically, let's see, employees, the manager is still away for 3 months. We could send some more people on training. Let's say you do, no, never mind, we will just train them with programming operating systems. In fact, I do have an operating system here that could use development, a training task which has no other purpose than development. And one is newbies plus support 2, and support 2 is also dealing with that. Let's remove support 2 from this task. And also remove them from this task. I want them to focus on finishing this game, which needs 10 code and 10 art units, and we are way behind on the code. Oh, let's check our budget, not the loans. All of our finances, let's have a look. So earnings are down pretty far, that's not so great. We need to release new software. Let's see, our better months have seen, oh, 20 million is okay. Well, we had 40 million something sometimes. Go today, okay, so yeah, earnings are down a little. Of course, we also hired a lot of new people, but I guess that's okay. Coming releases, 2 more 2D editors, yeah, definitely need that. And operating systems, okay. Audio tool. Yeah, maybe it was wrong to call the courier earlier today. Come on, let me click on you. Courier. Go home. You. Hello. Why can't I click on you? Also courier. Okay. Please, I just... Okay. Can I free up a parking spot for the other courier? Maybe? Possibly? Hopefully? Oh, it already fixed itself. Okay. Now, who is idle and why? I guess why. Yeah, they are all not happy. Good. Go home. I really need to do something about this team. It's frustrating to always deal with the same people. How many tasks? They have a lot of tasks. They help a lot with the support stuff, but let's go back to double speed, otherwise we will not finish this anytime soon. Also, apparently a couple of contract people came over and nothing that is within our filters. Let's call some maintenance and IT support. Okay, number of followers slowly going up. Let's see, Star Paint 2 had 380 bucks. This one 220. So anyway, 380, that still leaves about let's say 250 here, that's a lot. Let's see, what else could we do? We do have, no, let's not highlight the plots. We do have all of this room for building, so technically we could still hire more people. We could set them on, for example, the night shift. Then we could share the parking spots. I definitely want more people and maybe a little more variety with the buildings. Now I've built most of these from blueprints I have. Let me know if you would like to see a actual building episode where I go through designing a lot of this. So I don't think that would work really well, but if you're interested, just post in the comments below, just so I know. Okay, let's see, still 84, yeah, no problem. Yeah, okay. Do we actually have any employed cleaning? Yes, we do have employed cleaning personnel, but only one. Let's see. We'll need to consider upgrading that soonish. Oh, our marketing people are really busy. Also, Star Paint 2 is not making any more sales, so let's bring this down a little. We still want to keep up the marketing until Star Paint 3 is released, but in the current state there's no point wasting any money on that, and we definitely need to start marketing for this one just to keep the marketeers busy. Otherwise they will finish this and we will have nothing to do. So our designers, where are they? They're still on training? Yes, and they will return tomorrow. Okay. I'm fine with that. Meantime, we could... Oh, this needs to be finished, so support 2 needs to work on it urgently. I could reassign this game development to the newbies. Or maybe I want to pause this and develop this, and then I have something for the newbies. Okay. And also let the marketers do a full release on this one. Okay, development is progressing nicely. Need to pay close attention to that so it doesn't overflow. And reduce quality again, because the developers themselves will be bad enough as it is. Okay, and it's now June, so I also want to release the marketing for Star Traveler. Let's see. Release this. Well regarded, started working on it, November, yada yada, and 65,000 followers about, so that's okay. The previous one had 430 bucks, that's a lot. And, oh god, not again. These guys. 0% effectiveness. I'm not happy. You, well, what, how old are you? 50 years. They're nice in the areas where they actually do work, but they are incompetent in everything else, so that's annoying. And let's see, let's assume I send you off for some 2 months of audio learning and send you home, and you I send off to let's say 2D, start and go home, and both of you will go for audio, 2 months and go home. Let me have a sip of water. better. Okay, so this is developing. Rating system, let's move this up above. And next day, 6 employees have called in 6. Let me guess, most of them are in this team. No, actually not. Okay. Let's check any problems here. No, all of these are working nicely. No queues that are really long, so that's great, even though we have 2.5 million people on each. Oh, a contract. Another print job. Until May for 100,000 copies. We will accept this after we completed our previous contracts. This is still outstanding and I do not want to risk failing that. In interesting notes, digital market share is up. We have a fairly decent amount of the total share already. Let's maybe, okay, check our servers first and then maybe talk to another company. And let's see whether they might be interested in selling our products via our platform. Manbook LLC, what are you doing? Office software, that's... Well, let's try once more. I really don't care much about them. 3.6%, you are not getting less than 4.4. They have accepted, okay. And who are you? Super Kingdom sounds like a game company. No, Financial CMS. Financial CMS. What about your products? They might have a release soonish, but well, I can offer. Let's see what they say. 7%. 4.3. Well, how about 5.1 then? They have accepted. Excellent. And another print job. This one, 25 cents. No. Also this one, 30 cents. Just no. And we have no problem emptying all of these queues during every day, which is great testament to our current support teams. Let's actually have a look at support team 3. They already have base skill of about 25-30%ish. No 3D experience, but everything else is nice. So how about... Did I set this for... No, I have not set 3D here because we do not have any operating systems for that. So I could actually reassign support 3 to develop this product. How about we do that? What does it take? A little bit of art and a lot of 2D code, and so that would be okay with this team. Although of course support T2 is so much better at it, so... But let's just try it. I mean, assign support 3, yes, okay. Yeah, not experienced with art, I can fix the art later. And let's see, this one, assigned, we can remove, our support 3 is not on here. Is this, yeah, they are on here, but I want to remove them from here just to reduce their load of tasks. In fact, with 6 active users, we have team 2 of 8 people. We don't need so many people here, so 500 users. Let's check this team actually. They are quite good and high base skills, so if I'll let the support 1 team take care of these and remove team 2 here and also here. That's not a lot of work really. To 2.5 million users, I definitely want a lot of people here, but I will still remove support 3 to free them up, and I will also remove support 3 from this one. Now Travelers, the game, also does not need support 3. And I will leave them on for Starwave just so that they have at least one support task. Now support 3 has 2 tasks, correct. One is the development of Star Engine 3 and the other is the Starwave support. Let's keep an eye on this. Probably not going to finish today, but tomorrow. Let's check this room. Is it dirty again? No, it has 200% quality. Excellent. This one looks a little dirty. No, it's just shadows. Okay. And looks okay to me. This one is quite dirty. Okay. Let's just in case, maintenance, cleaning, support. What about here? And the courier as well. Okay, we are at almost, well, over 900,000 copies already here. That's great. And we will need to sort out the printing after we sold the initial batch. I think a million copies is actually a fair amount to keep in stock before releasing this high volume product, and the game, yeah, should also be okay. Let's go on. Okay, last day of June. Finances are looking okay-ish, not the best. It's showing that we haven't released a lot of products recently, so that's why our income, of course, is stagnating a little bit, but we're okay. Let's check whether there's any new companies. Not yet. Okay. And how do our servers deal with the new contracts? It's okay. Not a lot there. We stop this. Now this development. Remove this from the designers team and you go on with that. This one will start development and will be assigned to the newbies just because. And yes, I know it will not, it's not a great idea to let the newbies develop this. What's happening here? Oh, why? Which? Oh, Star OS. Okay, let's break for a moment. Well, we could, for the moment, delegate this to the other server to solve the problem temporarily. But we need to expand our development servers and, well, how about we do have another server room here, right? Or room for where we could place servers. So what is the noise actually like here? It's still completely busy? Why? Oh, we will find out. But first let's have a look at the noise of these computers. It's pretty bad. How does it affect this room? Not so much. Does it have an effect here? No. Okay, so what I will do is I will clone this table, give me a copy, and since we have room here, we'll just put one or two in here. One will go here, let's say. At this end. Can we fit one in here? Yes, we can. But probably then they will not be able to access the air conditioning unit. Let's actually try this by moving this one here without buying a new one. Yeah, they're complaining about access here, so that's not good. Let's move it back. And let's see how well we now do with selecting all of these. And selecting this one, and no, I want this one, and this one, and all of them in this room, and connect all of them together. And this should now be the new core. Let's see. 60, 70, yeah, that should be down below 200. But we still don't have enough capacity for the operating system, so we definitely need to keep an eye on that. It's also quite a couple of years until we get better servers, so let's quickly check. And what's with these guys? That team is so frustrating. Better servers. Let's see, next server is, so next computer is 1990, but we get the better servers in 85, so actually next year. We should be able to survive until then. What about this project? 10 and 10, we are still a bit away. This one is working out okay. At the beginning of next month we will release the beta release of StarPaint to the press, and that should bring our number of followers up quite a bit. A lot of people on vacation, interesting. I don't think I have a... oh, some of them have July and August, okay. Well, that's okay. Okay, market, release the press build, okay. And this will show up tomorrow. As always, press build goes out 3 months before release. That's why, and I try to be a day late, just to be sure. Design for train world space, something or other. Why not? Yeah, why not? Let's design that as well. Shouldn't be too hard. An eye on this. What else is here? Another print job. Okay, let's see. And there is somebody else here. You know, you go on education for 2D for 2 months, go home. Okay, unassigned. But it's ready, but not not degrading. Who else? And more people from here. Yeah, just take... Actually, something we can do here to make them happier is to reduce their work shift by an hour. Since they always complain at the end of the day and they are really efficient, so it's not necessary to stress them like that. Maybe that's a good plan. Let's bring this up here, then we have it better under control. And this one is also done, so let's unassign this, and this is still in work in progress. Okay. Have released the press release. StarPaint 3, let's see, well regarded, we haven't heard about it, it might be the new big hit, and well, that's not a lot. But it upped our follower number to 450,000, almost 500,000. So it's actually good to have these 2.5 million copies there in stock. Well, planning for them anyway, but we need to remember to reduce this number once we actually release the software. Okay. Oh, let's move on. Life is closing on the 10 points in both aspects, so that's good. Also resume this training. It's not like this is urgent. Wow. We only released the press release today, right? Yes, and that's already over 600,000 followers. It's crazy. Slightly crazy. Next day. Let's see, when did I start recording? Okay. So I hope to at least get to release this in today's episode, otherwise we would only have done all of these assignments and developments and stuff, but nothing released, and we really need to progress here a little bit in time, otherwise I'll progress fast forward more or less. So this one is closing on completion, that's actually nice. Remember, we can have a look into other contracts, not this one, this one. Let's see. This one until November, 5.8 million, no, will not happen. This one, 6.2 million copies until December, will not happen. 45,000, yeah, well, yes. Bring it down in priority. This one, well, we will check later. Let's see, that was 80,000 times about 5,000 a day or so, right? Doesn't even say here, we need to look here. It's 5,000 a day, so 400,000 if we leave it running. I mean, it's not really a big deal here in our budget, so I will just release it to the customer as early as it is ready. Which will be right now. And we get a big boost of reputation here, which we don't need right now. But you know, not like we have much else to do. I'm worried about the number of bug fixes here. 170, that's just not enough. Let's bring this up a little. One needs to go until about 10, okay. The art here is actually finished, so well, let's see. Pop these. Everybody going home. Let's call maintenance, cleaning and support just to clean up all the things we have. And let's see, we are releasing this game in November, so October, September, August. And tomorrow we will release the beta press copy. Okay, market. Sort out this so we don't forget. And let's see, simulation games. Actually, when are the next simulation games? 2 upcoming. One is in December. Oh dear. Ages. Hello there. So we could release this as soon as we are somewhat finished. That is no earlier than 6 months from once it is actually finished. So let's see. We should invest more in simulation games. There seems to be a lack of them. And a lack of them means there is money to be made. Okay, let's see. Review 8.2, that's excellent. Actually, that's good enough. We will go into bug fixing now. Even with the code, should we have them finish the code? Let me check this again. The artist code, well, we would have a lot of bugs if we don't finish it, so maybe we will let them finish. 2.5 units. I will have the artists work on this a little bit. We also definitely need a new artist team if we are going to develop bigger products. But mainly you need artists for the games, I think. Yeah, depending on how much further we go into this business. Let's see. Maybe a little bit of an art tower back here. But they would be far away, long time walking from anything else. But it would suit them. Or we could just add another one of these, like designer's office just for artists. Or actually make more space for designers and put the artists here. How many seats is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Decisions. That's all team 2, okay. We could also move team 2 somewhere else because there are 8 people and instead have the artists down here. By the way, what's the noise level here? Yeah, I think the noise pollution from the server is okay. Okay, I will think about that until next episode, whether to add a separate building for the artists or what to do there. We will see. Rating system needs also 5.4 art units. I definitely want to hire some more. Actually, if I hire... Let's see, so the core team... Oh... Okay, we need a new team, artists, add this team, and now we want to hire, well, let's set their settings first. You can take your vacation whenever you want, need a minimum specialization of 25%, for the moment, and 8 to 4, that's a reasonable amount of work time for artists. Let's hire a couple and send them off on training right away. So artists 2D, yes, overall skill and personality. And just for reference, our current artists have only 2D, 3D and audio skills, and actually nobody has 3D. So how about we look for artists with this, and you are a generous flirt. I actually want people who are like in this group. Generous flirt would be okay, I guess. And also you're 20 years old, so you're already very balanced. Okay. Hiram Harvey, yes, you will be hired to the artists. Let's find you again. Hired. And there is 2 more people, but no. Let's look again. Dusty. Flirt extrovert. No, I don't like that. I don't know. Let's see. You are optimistic, generous. I like that a lot more. Okay. Yes, let's hire Odell. And let's look again. Courtney Fox, flirt generous. I believe, yes, you are hired. So that's 3 people with 3D art, and let's complement them a little bit with somebody who has audio and 2D. Artist is still selected. Generous, optimistic. Let's look. Okay. You are hired, and let's say 1 more, then we have a team of 5. Although unbalanced. Yes, 1 more. And that one will be... Wait, we need to send some people home. Artist in 2D. Begin looking. Artist, nobody really compatible, so unless you're really amazing, no. That's not what I'm looking for. 2 flirt generous. Let's see. You and you. Probably numbers, because we have 3D people and you're more balanced in the other departments. This one is, yeah, okay, numbers, higher. And with all of these here, we can now send them off straight for training, and first of all, change their roles to auto. So you will go to, let's say, 2D, and that's another one for 2D. Educate, artist, 2D for 2 months, start education. You will go for probably audio. You are for 2D. And you go for 3D. Yes, just to balance you. And then we have now 2 months to find some rooms for these people. In the meantime, we already released the press copy. Okay. Well, I had forgotten that. Employee stressed. Yeah. Why are you still here? Can I send you to... Actually, let's make you really proficient in 2D. designing progress, that's okay. No, oh, actually some queues develop here. So that the fact that we removed, or we not just removed group 3, but we also upgraded the priority of this, so that was probably the reason for the queues. We will have to make sure these go down. Also, a lot of the marketing people are on vacation, as evident by our reduced use of the budget. Let's progress to the next day, yes. And this is the press release for the beta copy. So let's see. Made a name for us, looks amazing. All the new features will be out any moment. Nothing spectacular, but 500,000 followers right away. Pretty much the fact that we have so much reputation and the number of operating systems covered dictates this, and we will have to port all of these to the other operating systems. Now let's just move on. This one has finally crossed the 10.0 mark, so I'll let it develop today and then we will do the review overnight and probably promote it to beta the next after that. So we can do another couple days of, well, 3 months of beta, let's say 5 months, end of August, September, October, November, December, January, so the release would be in about February maybe. We could release earlier, but let's go with February 85. That's about okay, 5 months. Yes, we haven't released any marketing, so even if we shift it, it should not have any negative effects. What about these queues? Well, we will see. Yeah, it's probably all the vacations plus the fact that we had reassigned some people and all of this together. Somebody on Team 4 unhappy again, yes, of course. Maybe because we sent off a lot of our people from Team 4 for education. You are 51 years old. Well, I will send you for education anyway. That's how good an employer I am. We got a new offer for printing something. I really don't want to print more stuff for other people, but we do need a print job actually because this one is completed. So let's have a look. 31 cents, 120,000 copies, 100,000 copies, 30,000. Okay, let's just accept the first one, put it down in priority, same as everybody else. I mean, even if we don't accept these print jobs, we will just use more of our capacity for our own products, which is also not bad. I saw somebody here. Oh, because you do not have a project of your own. Well, let me see, that's why Tiffany has a project. Why are you... Let's have a look at this. She only has 4 stars maximum, so that still takes quite a while. If we look at maybe this one, Loretta, she already has a lot more points accumulated, and Jarvis, well... Oh, I wanted to beta test, review this. Well then, let's send out the review, yes, and let's promote it to beta anyway. Yes, and then we can remove the core team from it, because we do not need any more art on this. So, test drive. actually starts with really low effectiveness. Show me where you are and what is your problem. Skills, you're stressed. Stressed because of something. And oh, I did notice these before. She actually has a coffee cup with her now. I think that's also new. I'm pretty sure those didn't exist before. Cool. Unfortunately, it doesn't raise her effectiveness, so what can we do here? Probably just send her home for a day. I'll send her home. Get a little bit of rest. This looks awful. We definitely need more cleaning stuff. Let's see, we have a cook and a receptionist. They're cleaning at 9 o'clock, so these two share a car. And at 1 o'clock we have another receptionist, but nothing else, so I will want to hire another cleaning person to share the car with this receptionist. Hire cleaning. We could also put the office of the artists up here, maybe, and do something fancy with the elevator. 8.2, a lot of bugs left, yeah, I'm aware of that, and 0.5% quality, that's okay. So this is support 2, this definitely needs to go to some other people, let's say newbies and again. How many projects do they have? 7. Maybe team 2 could help with that. That, like this. And bring this up also to priority 2. We could release in January, that's not a bad idea. Let's see how the bug fixing progresses. We have major releases in October and November, so I definitely don't want something in December. Let's keep it at February. This one, okay, halfway done with the coding. This one is actually progressing. This one is very over, but our designers can still learn something from that. Views have gone down, so that's also okay. And remember, these are our most used products, right? So already 2.3 only, okay. Well, it's time to really start. Let's check. Are the other two, one of the other two 2D editors is already out, so that's good. It means it's out of the way. The 2D editor, you have 15,000 active users. Well, go you. That's 11% refund rate. Yeah, that's not the quality people want. Who is still here? The cleaning? No. Okay, now they left. Yeah, income is down, way, way, way down. I don't even want to look at that. And as you can see, the number of followers has reached a limit, which is identical to the number of consumers we can reach with the product, because it's really limited by the operating systems we have selected. The same happened here. What about these contracts? We still have 2 print jobs work in progress. This one is still in progress. Okay, I thought that was done. Here. Oh, probably they haven't been picked up yet. Our boxes are very full. We definitely need to clean those up today. Where are these people going? Oh, that's the cleaning, okay. Interesting that they're using the underground route. How's our server load? Whoa. Well, we are still doing okay-ish. We should be able to survive until 85. I will immediately replace those servers with the new ones. They haven't released yet. Our marketing people at least are all back, so that's good. This one, only 120 bugs fixed, that's still not a lot. How about our queues here? Okay, I will remove this team, they will not fix a lot more here. And I wanted to clean out all of these boxes and forgot, so let's do it right now. Call a courier, have them clean a couple of the boxes. Yeah, I know that. And then send them home. One more, please. Okay, now go up. Oh, that's a lot of boxes. Let's see. I have to release. They have actually released, okay. So we might even release a day early. Oh, we will stick to, well, we will see. How are they doing? To the editor, 12,000 users as well, but they are probably selling better, yeah. And they have only 4.5%, that's good quality. Probably better than ours. Let's see, anything else? No. But we made all of this money from these few products, and actually the Star Engine is the most successful one, so we definitely need to accelerate this here. Well, we are making good progress, that's okay. What is support 2 doing? They only have this one product, so we could theoretically also add support 2 to this development. Let them fix all of this stuff first. Oh, they are not even in this anymore. Okay, let's bring them in here. So, tomorrow we will release this product and start porting it. And then we'll focus on this one. Now will be short sequence one after the other. Let's just go there. About these, they have finally completed this. Okay. Employee is not here. Whatever. Okay. Now release this product. I'm stopping the game because now we need to do a couple things in quick succession. Yes, release it today. Yes, please. I do want marketing for small budget as always. I have enough copies. I want to raise the priority of this, like always. And let's see, so these go to 3 and all of these teams, that's okay-ish. I will remove support 3. And now this marketing is already unavoidable. I know we have no more copies to be sold here, so we will end this marketing. And next we will... Yeah, that's okay. And we need to port this. So my releases, Star Paint, port. Well, let's check. We already have one operating system, so yeah, definitely needs porting. And we start with the highest and select them in this order. That way we can be sure that they will get ported in exactly that order. And this should be priority for this team, absolute top priority. And we will also get support 3 on it, I believe. Let's see, support 3 is very capable of 2D, yes. But also, let's see. I don't want to remove too many people from this beta testing, so let's see how it develops. I think it's progressing nicely. We don't need to take any other measures. We will not finish completely, but we don't need the last one. It's important. The first one was the most important one because that gives us another 1 million customers. Let's see, design for Photoshop. That's not a lot of money. You will not get a design for a 2D editor from me for that. Just checking that there's no new companies. Okay. Our server's doing somewhat okay. You are stressed because whatever, it's 2 o'clock, go home. And we need to limit this now. So let's see. Let's set the maximum to 5. Well, actually, if we keep it at 1.5 million, then we will still print copies for this, so that's kind of helpful. And okay, we ported it to 2 other operating systems. That's great success for today. the designer's doing almost finished here. Let's do a new one. Okay, as always. Yeah. Cancel this. Yes, develop this. Oh, come on, add. Okay. They actually reached 500,000 copies, so we can now put this also to maximum and limit this to 50,000 for the moment until we release. How many copies did we sell of this one? 1 million, so maybe we should print some more. Just while we are waiting. So we are currently not printing for any third parties, and well, let's see. These deals. This one, yeah, let's accept this one, that's okay. We can have one third party print job. This is 30,000 units, this was for 100,000, okay. May, and the design, no, I will not do that design. And I'm intentionally not accelerating time tonight. Because I want to see midnight and take any measures that may be required. So let's remember this number. 1237. And that's 90,000 copies sold on the first day. Let's read the review. Saga Storm has released Starpaint 3 and I bet fans are excited to see what's in store. Is it any good? Starpaint is a sequel to the highly regarded Starpaint 2 and it's living up to expectations. We have a well-established reputation and very popular. Positive surprise, can't imagine how complicated. It feels very stable, that's important. Packed full of art, beautiful to behold, and we are having competitors. Now let's check the other number. We have 5.2% refund rate. That's a little bit worse than our competitors, but I think we will do fine. Let me actually check the numbers. Yeah, 90,000 sold, and we already earned a little bit of profit on this, and it will continue to earn profit. We could even consider raising the price of it, but let's maybe wait with that. Let's see how this develops. The other queues are going down, so no problems there. Finishing lines of the porting effort. What's going on here? Support 4 again. Seriously, I mean, come on. It's not even 1 o'clock. Oh, I want to have a system maybe. Start education and go home. And you... know. Let's try. Also go home. We'll slow down this progress, but that's okay. What about here? Okay. Let's check our sales. So this one has sold, let's see, that was last month 126,000 copies, 47,000 this month. That's higher than before. I have no idea why, but also let me check whether we can port this to something. Not currently, okay. So 80,000 is okay. Let's see. Travelers, details, copies sold. 34,000, so 60 is still okay. Star Engine 2 is probably not selling many copies anymore. We can reduce this a little bit. And Star Paint 2 definitely not selling any copies anymore. So 5,000 is okay. I will bring this actually down to 500. I don't think we could remove the job entirely because we have so many in stock. Let's cancel this entirely. Okay, looks fine. Let's check these. Okay, we will call a courier. And who is unhappy? Why are you unhappy? Negatively affected by environment. Okay, educate in 3D. Well, let's say audio. Network, okay. And of course you go home and you also get network education. And that way you can rest a little bit. Did I call a courier or has he already picked up? Oh, everything picked up, okay. Let's see, the distribution load is okay. How is this? It went up quite a lot. This means that our next release will also run into problems here because we will definitely exceed the 97%. So let's consider some temporary measures. Unless I'll put these in place and they will be removed later. Select all of these and connect them. So they should now all be hosting distribution, yes, and should be able to deal with a little bit more. Yeah, definitely okay. Let's see. Wow, nice sales here, really nice sales picking up. We're down to 5%, so our bug fixing efforts have already paid off a little bit. Let's say I want to raise this a little just so that they work faster. Who is here? Artists. Oh, yes, okay. We need to fix our artists problem right now. Let's see, 5 people. For the moment I will just build an office up here. I cannot be bother to do something else. So let's build and clone. Oh, I need to make a room first, of course. Let's get some walls built. How should we build the artist's office? Like this? Maybe like this, just simple office, nothing major. Yeah, that will work. Actually, let's copy this room, and we will sort these later. And this room. Okay. Yes. Like this, and get rid of, well, let's get rid of this one, maybe, or we will keep it, doesn't matter. And of course this door needs to be removed, yes. Or we leave a little bit of outdoors area here. But the door will still get deleted that way. Oh, let's remove it. Yes. So now what will we remove here and why? We actually do not have any wall paintings or anything here, and no lamps either. That's weird. Did I forget to add lamps here? Jesus. So let's clone a couple lamps. All of you get a lamp, let's say, next to the door. Oh, these can only get them here. And this room, let's see, there and there. And this side and this side. It's not a lot, but at least a little bit. I will give you the same. And one more on this side, maybe. Oh, that's a little complicated, but we can have one here next. This side, okay. So this side, and now where else? Okay, that's here. And okay, here. Why unreachable? Because of the, okay. Okay, now let's see. At least a painting for you, because artists, and we need to paint your walls as well. Paintings. Here would be nice. Do I really have these doors here? I do have these doors here. Why? Must have been a mishap. Yes, I don't want that. Definitely don't want that. And maybe another painting. Like there. Okay, and now we need to remove a couple desks because we only have 5 artists. So 2 there. This one will go. Sell, yes. This will not stay either. And also this one. Move, yes. And we might be able to duplicate this instead. Put it here, or maybe like this, and get me another one of these, and we can put a lamp there. One of these. I don't have these very often. well, doesn't look great, but maybe a couple more plants. One there, and well, they already have a plant there and one there. Okay. Now wall colors. What? Let's first assign it. This one and this one. Assign these to the artists, and also give me all of the. Why you don't even have calculators on your desks? That's awful. Okay, same game again for the next level. And the artists, of course, don't need calculators, but drawing tablets instead. Excellent. Okay, so we have this, and we do have a little bit of food. For coffee, they will have to go downstairs quite a ways. What we could do instead is actually, if we remove this elevator, yes, remove this, then we can get a coffee machine in here. Have this one and put it right there. And we can also get one of these here so that they can talk to each other. Okay, and anything to do here? Probably not for the moment. That's okay, I think. So this room is okay. This one can use a little bit more stuff. Maybe, let's see, where can we reasonably put paintings? Yeah, above the coffee machine should be fine. One there, one there. Okay, and we will repeat the same process for these. Yeah, definitely. Hide the art behind the elevators. I'm sorry. This one, okay, this one has room here and here. And this one should be fine. Yeah, that's definitely fine. Oh, we don't have a couch. Could we fit one of these couches against this wall there? No, it's too short, okay. We could fit one there. And instead move this somewhere, but we don't have enough room for it. We'll leave it like this, and could move the plant and have a couch there. How about that? But then they don't have maintenance access here. Let's see whether they will complain. The one downside of having a couch is that it reduces productivity in the room a little bit. Where is it here? Effectiveness, but we do have the wall clock instead, which should compensate that roughly, and that's okay for the artists. Now we still need a color for this room, so let's see. Interior color for artists. What should we use? Gold, maybe? Yeah, why not? No, no, terrible. Okay, let's see, what else? Could use some, let's see, if it's, let's start with Okay, this first, and now let's try colors again. I'm not sure because light is missing, I think. Green, no. I think this one is actually a decent choice. Just needs a little more. We'll use this one. Copy, apply, and also apply it to these rooms. Yeah, that looks okay, even though we don't have the same wallpaper there. Not too shabby. Let's see, what about this one? This also has colors. Primary is this, secondary is... Let's see, what if we... Oh... L. Okay, artists get a fancy room. I can actually live with that. Just one more window. Maybe a window right here. Definitely needs more window space. Or behind the... yeah, actually behind the couch is probably better. And can I center it behind the couch? It's probably roughly centered. If I move it, then it will be definitely centered here. I think that's fair. Great. So now let's see, artists, you need a job. Well, you know what, artists, there is contract work for you to do. Game assets, and need good quality. This one also needs good quality. This, do they all need good? Well, they need less quality. Accept work. Let's see what happens. And it's raining. That's great. But you know, at least they're here. Let's have a look at these people. Well, yeah, why not? Profits are up a little bit, that's good. And let's actually check their education levels. Let's see how they got out of the... oh, that's not too bad overall. So let's bring this to a 65% just to be sure nobody does weird stuff. That's good, that's also okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. And now let's actually, we need to pay attention to this RPG we are releasing. There was another one, and looks like that has been released. Yes, it has been released already. Quite a number of users, but let's try to bring out, well, tomorrow. On the 3rd of October we will release the next Star Travelers. And that will then probably also be the end of the episode. It seems the Team 4 has, for the moment at least, stopped complaining all the time. And these are already done. Okay, so artists, let's give you some more work. This one, this one, this one. Well, let's say these two. Accept. Bring this up where we can see it. Who is idle? Support 3, the manager Jarvis. I have no problem with sending you on some education. Or let's say system stuff. What are our marketeers doing? This is done. So remove the assignment. This is also done. Remove the assignment. Our marketeers need some new work. This one is done. This one is done. I don't think I have any work for them. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, no bugs to fix, I know. I've never seen you complain, but it appears you are not able to help with audio tasks, so go, buddy. Who else? Support 2. Why are you... Interesting. So maybe they have learned that other people got pictures on the walls and now they also want some. Support 2, you already have pictures on the walls. Ah, maybe it's because it's raining that could affect them. Well then. Let's actually bring all of these up to the same priority, just so this gets done. Maintenance person is still on the area. Okay, let's see. Right, so we wanted to release the game. Apparently the number of reachable customers with this operating system has decreased. Yes, release it. Yes, yes. 10,000, not 100,000. No copies, and I want this one up here. 2, 3. See. Well, let's bring them up here. Okay, this one. We will no longer be selling, well, we are still selling Star Travelers copies. Half a million active users left of over 1 million copies sold. Why don't we, well, let's see, what about porting? That's a lot of market. Let's bring this in, and also this, well, this one. Can we port this to something else? Okay, interesting, yes, please. What about this? And this, let's see whether we can still make any money there. No, not. Okay. But definitely the new one needs to go to this operating system and this operating system. And the rest we will do later. So this one, highest priority. And we will also add the newbies to that. Let's check team 2 and 3. You only have one task left. And that is this one. Well, that's okay. Or you can help with porting this at least. Well, that's a lot slower progress. There's somebody else who could help with that. You. Wow, 30 cute. Apparently support 1 is not the most active team. One active user and 18 tasks queued. Right. Let's look at this. Yeah. What does the press have to say apart from our releases? Anything? No, 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 no. Large growth for Super Kingdom, okay. Let's check them out. And LA Digital. Wait. Okay, no new companies. LA Digital. They have released something earlier. Maybe they ported it, I don't know. And the other one was Super Kingdom. Let's see. Yes, Super Kingdom. They made 150 million in a single month. Details. Oh, that's because I bought these stocks. That's why. Okay, that explains. I mean, it's not like they released anything recently. Okay, that looks better. Can bring this down a little. Where did that contract go? Didn't I accept it? Okay, looks like the artists have already gone home. Who's complaining? Newbies. Why? At work negatively affected. Let's see. I mean, something I could do is 2 months of 2D education. Go. And go home. Yeah, Team 4 is assigned, but not really active enough. Let's see, product has been reviewed and our servers cannot handle the load. I was afraid of that. So let's take care of one after the other. Review. Star Travelers 2 is a sequel to Star Travelers. We have released and we are well known. Let's see, extremely well put together. Feels very stable. Completely humbling, etc, etc. This one is completely over the top, so, well, let's see. What can we do here? Can put up a couple more here, but that's not going to do a lot. And actually, let's sort through this. So max, we did sell how many copies? Oh my god. Okay. This one is also selling a lot. That's a little awful. We could add another room. Also, let's check the temperatures here. 21 degrees. I need another one of these. Duplicate there. 19 degrees. 17. I think the patch notes said that the temperatures are now computed immediately, so that means we don't need to wait for these to adjust. We can just add more until we are satisfied with the temperatures in this room. And well, this may be better for the server room, yes. But we wanted to add a couple more servers. So let's say this. Let's see, this is probably the boundary. Yes, it is. We could add more here. This, then extend the room, yes, and move this printer over to there and move all of these there. Oh, that's the wrong way. Duplicate them and duplicate some more. Okay, now select all of them again and connect them again. This should definitely solve the problem. And we can also theoretically reassign this to the core again. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we are doing fine. Okay, now let's actually check on the more important detail. How many do we read? 7.4%, okay. And here it is now 3.7%, that's excellent. So this can be reduced a little and we will work on this. Well, let's keep both of them at slightly higher priority for the moment. This one is almost done. The porting is also done. So let's order the rest of the ports. That will take ages, but wait, this. I could probably just order by active users, but who cares? Do we want to go for all these small operating systems? Yeah, actually, yes, let's do it. Have I added all of them here? Oh, that's already in progress, okay. Engine travelers, let's see, anything left here? Only my new operating system, and we will do those ports later. Oh, let's see, this one is coming along nicely. Art is done and code is progressing. This one is going for February, so wait, February? November? December, January. We need to release the press build. This one we could do, let's see, when are there any upcoming game engines? Yes, plenty. December, January and May. So let's aim for June. Maybe. Okay. June next year, yes please. That's 7 months. We will try. And this one is all done. Let's release this, and then we have, well, also this one maybe. Oh, it's actually the T. So let's see. They have excellent skills and productivity. They also have quite decent skills. So I could assign the artists already to the operating system. And that's what I will do. And wait for them to finish this one and then also get the new, this one maybe. That should be fine. And then it's time to finish up the episode. And let's see what's happening here. Well, redelegate back to this one. Time to finish up the episode, and what is here? So number team 4, whatever, educate system, go. Can I please? Don't tell me I have to wait until tomorrow. I have to wait until tomorrow. Anyway, with that, thank you for watching. As a reminder, if you have any comments regarding whether we should maybe still build another building over here for the artists, or I will definitely need more room for a couple more designers, so even if we have this room up here, it's we can repurpose it, so that's not a problem. And let me know if you have any ideas about that, or whether you have any ideas about what we should do with the other companies. Do we want to make them all subsidiaries and play the shadow master of this software market, or should we maybe take over some completely and see what happens with newly created companies, whether they get the same specializations or different specializations? And also whether you would like to see an actual building episode. But with that, I would like to say thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next episode. Bye bye!